So, you want to have a glow up, I heard. This is the reality about following yourself, right? I'm learning that, and I've been avoiding it a lot, but I keep realizing it. The more you work on yourself, the more you focus on yourself, the more you work on yourself, the more you focus on yourself, the less people are going to like you. And by people, I mean your old friends, your partner, or maybe your ex-partner. Your family's gonna have to adapt to who you're becoming, and you're gonna grow a bit distant to them. You're not gonna be as close anymore. You're gonna talk differently to them. It's part of growing up as well. And that is what I'm experiencing right now. That's what I'm experiencing now, being away for real this time. In a big city, far away from home. Very far away from home. Feels amazing to say it out loud. Well, anyways, so here's what I want you to do. Picture who you want to be. Now, maybe that person is someone who would not have been rejected by that girl that you really liked, that really hurt you when they rejected you. Or someone who you wish you were. Guess what? That's who you're going to become. I'm not kidding. That is who you're going to become. So, if you just work towards it, slowly, but work towards it, no matter how slow or fast you go. There's been times where I was making a ton of progress, and then there's been times where I've made like no progress, but I've always still kept it in here, like in my fucking eyes, like that's where I was looking. That is where I was looking the whole time. The whole time. I knew where I was going. I knew exactly where I was going. Believe it or not, I knew. You might ask yourself, is it ethical, to compare yourself from whatever to this idea of you need something, you need a goal where you want to go. If you want to become, I don't know, whatever it may be, you're going to work towards that and you're going to better yourself. I've become someone who my inner child would find really fucking cool, And I've matured so much. There was always people who I would look up to and they were very mature or very, and I've always gravitated towards those people because I was like, wow, And now I'm working towards becoming that, slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. There's still a lot of stuff that I need to do, but all the time I feel like I'm not doing enough. And that's normal. It's how it's gonna feel. It is how it's gonna feel. that all the time I'm not doing enough, you're not doing enough. And as long as you don't forget that you need to be nice to yourself, even through tough times, even though, look, I think being nice to yourself is the toughest, not when you're supposed to be doing something that's really hard and you need to tell yourself, fucking get on, come on, move on, No, that's not the toughest moment. The toughest moment where you need to learn to be nice to yourself is when you're having a lazy day, is when you've been having a streak of not doing very progressive things. The hardest times to be nice to yourself, to have self-love, are the moments where you're doing the least amount of work, when you're being lazy, when you failed. Those times are the toughest to be nice to yourself, and you need to learn to do that. You need to learn to be nice to yourself. You've got nobody else on this planet. No one. Yes, you do have your family, and you do have your partner, future partner, who knows, friends. But I'm talking specifically when it comes to your life. You only have yourself. All my past friends that are back home, those people did a lot for me. All those people back at home did a lot for me, my old friends. But they never had the same vision I had. And I've moved on. The only people who are still with me are the people who have the same kind of mindset, the same kind of vision. And I learned to not fight for other people's attention anymore. And now it's actually kind of turned on me. And I have to learn to be a nice person and give attention back. And some people might find it fucked up and be like, oh, you're a bad person now. No, I have put myself first. If you think you're being a bad person when you have to try and give people attention, that means you have no self-respect. That means you're lacking self-respect, because that's not how life works. If you want to make something out of yourself, you're going to be focused. You're going to be busy even when you're not doing anything. Your mind is going to be set towards your goals, towards the vision that you have of life. See, when people say you need to have your goals in mind, it's difficult because your goals can change. What I like to think about is the vibe. Okay, the vision of what do you want your life to feel, to be like. What do you see yourself with? Do you see yourself, let's say, in some place like where there's nature, with a nice, beautiful house made out of wood, with your dogs and your sheep and things like that? Or maybe what you want is like a nice penthouse apartment in the city with gold and things like that, and you have your Ferraris down in the basement. Maybe that's what you want. Maybe you have a vision where you're speaking to hundreds of people, thousands of people. Maybe there's that. Whatever it may be. Maybe you see yourself kind of in the military. Maybe you see yourself as a writer. It doesn't matter, but you have to have this vision, this feeling. You see yourself, you picture yourself, you fucking close your eyes and you picture yourself and you feel like you see, there's my house. How does my day look like? What are my free time activities that I can now do because I know I'm financially free? Because now I know I'm doing what I love, maybe. Maybe I like to work now. I like to do my work. I like to do the work because the work that I'm doing now, I love it. Imagine that. That's who you're going to become. Now look at your friends now And this is the most painful thing because I am someone who's always been a people pleaser. But today I deleted Instagram and I'm thinking about doing it for good. But I'm still being scared by doing that. What I should actually do is to just unfollow everybody who I just don't connect with anymore. And you might think that's being a bad person. You're being a bad person because you're forgetting where you come from, this and that. Well, there's still people in my life who I connect with that know me very well, but they have also kept going, and I connect with them because our visions are the same. I do not owe anything to anybody. Think of it this way, right? Think of it this way. Why should you owe your friends anything? Do you owe them something? Do you owe them to always be there, no matter where they go? No matter if they don't see you anymore? No matter if they've been distant? No matter if they've changed? Do you owe them that? No, you don't. See, this thing about brotherhood and friends for life and whatnot, maybe with a girl as well, doesn't matter. That only works when you're both going the same direction. Because that means you're still being like-minded. It doesn't work if you want two separate things. Look, I have a friend now. We're very different. We're very similar in kind of some aspects of insecurities and the past. We have different backgrounds. But we have the same vision. We talk very differently, but we have the same vision. We have a similar mindset. It's just there. And you know what the best part is? He makes me a better person. Not because he can take me out and we can have fun and meet people and drink and this and that. Not because he's someone who listens and understands. Not because he's just fun to hang around with or to do fun things and activities with. No. Now, the first two ones are very important, yes. But the most important part is he has the same vision and he's someone who's going after it, and he's someone who works hard. He's a very disciplined person. Very disciplined and very hardworking. Sometimes, and I'm not gonna lie, I think it's just too much sometimes. I have a different work ethic or way of working, but still, I want to be more hardworking. Because I know I can be very lazy. And then I have another friend who I find very nice. And she's very smart. She studies a lot. She has a lot of hobbies. Also very disciplined. And then I realized the friend group I am building now, the people I'm meeting now, they're all people that are going to give me something, and that is being more disciplined. See, I isolated myself, and I do still isolate myself from friends and family because it's just something I need. I'm very focused on myself. And by that, I literally mean just I need time to think about everything. It's just what I need. Here's the best part. The friends I have now, or that I'm making now, I need to learn to disappoint them. Because they need to learn who I really am. Because I will not people please. I will not try to please them. If I don't want to go, I'm not going to go. I don't show up as much. I have inadequacies. If you think you're perfect, you're definitely not. And I know I'm not. I know damn well I'm not. I want to find myself. That is my fucking job. And it's not my job. And it's neither your fucking job to make other people happy. There's a big difference there between sharing your person, sharing who you are and your light with others, and then feeling great because you're together and you're there in your company, right? And you're in theirs, you're in their company as well. That is love, that is beautiful. But then thinking about how can I make them happy all the time, it's not it. It's not it. They are there for a reason. Your friends are there because they like you. And if you don't have any friends, that just means you haven't met the right people yet. It's the card that you've been given. Maybe you don't socialize well. They're probably right around the corner and you haven't even met them yet. Just because you haven't said hi. I guarantee you, everywhere you go, there's going to be people just like you. The last part that is very important is you need to build an ego. Okay? An ego that will push you towards I am worth it. And fuck yeah, I'm great. I'm better. Not in a very narcissistic way, but you need to have something in you that says, no, yeah, I'm supposed to be doing that. I am supposed to be doing that. I am supposed to be right here. I am supposed to be the chosen one for this. Damn right. That's what you need. You need enough amount of that, enough amount of ego, a big enough ego that says, yes, I'm the right one for the job. Yes, I'm the one who should be on stage. Yes, I'm the one who should be doing this. Yes, I'm the one who deserves this opportunity, love, admiration, respect, vacation even, food, whatever. Use your past for your own benefit. We all have something that really hurt us. Use that for your own benefit. And what I mean by that is the way that you confront your own biggest fears is by using that as fuel. So for example, I am someone who was rejected a lot growing up, and that pain bolted me into becoming someone who improves himself because I don't want to be rejected anymore. So I've used that pain without noticing it. I've used that pain and used it for something good, for self-improvement, glow up, confidence, therapy, self-care, self-love, um, understanding shallowness, understanding human nature more, understanding social interactions, social life, social science itself. And I'm still learning every single day. And the best part is, I can be so proud of myself for having done this jump in my life because I did it. It was my decision, you know? You're gonna have a gut feeling of things that you wish you would do, and you're eventually gonna do them. And when you do them, you're not gonna feel so great about it. You're not gonna feel special about it. It can be writing a letter to, let's say, Santa Claus, right? Or I don't know. Because, just because, it's something that you've always kind of wanted to do, or you've just been feeling like doing it, or like in my case, it was moving. I feel like that was a bad example, but what I tried to say is it can be anything, right? And while you're doing it, you're gonna feel like, oh, this is kind of stupid, and then, you know, you just do it. But let's say you never had Santa as a child, it can be. So my kind of, let's call it canon event so far is, well, it's not a canon event, no. But my thing right now is having moved away from home, really far away, and just trusting that everything's going to be fine and trusting myself. And I didn't feel so great the first few weeks. Now I think I'm on my fourth week now. Yeah, like a month now. It's been a month. Holy shit, that passed really quickly, actually. That passed insanely quick. I could have had it very easy and nice, and I threw all of that for this. And I'm so happy now because I feel so free. And it's been really fucking painful. I will not lie to you. And maybe it still will. There's still a lot of challenges to come, but it didn't feel special in the moment, you know? It feels special now, a month after, which passed like, to me, it still feels like I've been here like 2 weeks, you know? Um, but it was really painful. It was a lot of disassociating and then getting it all at once, and just a lot of following my instincts and and trusting my instincts, you know. And I think it's great. It's the best thing I've ever done. Going towards the uncomfortable that you choose, there's nothing like it. And I remember now, when I was 15 or 16, I did just that. I moved to Germany to finish my school, and that was my choice. It was my uncomfortable choice, and I did that. And I remember I felt so free when I did that. And now I'm doing it again, and it's like, holy shit. But just like better, because I'm older and I'm like completely like on my own now for real, Wow. It's just, there's so much to learn and to work on, and that's the best part, it's incredible. And my days can go from it starts amazing to just turning shitty because of work. Work is probably the thing that annoys me the most at the moment. I'm letting it steal my happiness. At the end of the day, it's all about remembering the things I've learned. And I realized the past relationship I was in and the whole family and work, I had no balance for myself, and it just wasn't enough about me. It wasn't. And accepting myself and what I believe in and what I want and how I operate. And it's really nice that now I am starting to just turn my back on people that don't let me operate the way I operate, because I've been putting myself on fire to keep others warm and to keep their image about me intact, and that is absolute fucking bullshit. If there's one thing that I will not do, and it'll take more time, but I will not keep people's expectations of me either the same or lower or higher or what I don't give and I will not let other people's image of me dictate my life anymore. It's a very scary process for me. There's something in there, man. It's just pure confidence. Pure. It's like I knew it, Or they knew it. The gods. I don't know. You know what's best for you. That doesn't mean you need to hide away from the real world. No, 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 no. Go out and confront everything. Not all at once, but confront, like, jump in the cold water and you know what's best for you. You know what your comfort food is. You know what your comfort show is. You know what you need. You just have to have the balls to ask for it. To say, hey, actually, I'm sorry. Or, no, actually, I'm not sorry, but I don't want to go out tonight. I don't want to. Hey, actually, I'm having a really terrible day. And I just feel bad and I'm sorry. I need a break. Or help. Or when you're alone and you say, no, I'm not gonna do this right now. Just take control of your life that way. By having courage in knowing what's best for you. Put yourself in the uncomfortable situation. Take the risk. And have the courage to ask for what you need. To fall, to just be you. Be yourself in that way. Jump in the cold water. Be yourself and see how you will change. into your into into that vision you had as a kid of the coolest person you thought existed that probably wasn't even real. And that's who you'll slowly be becoming. And don't cringe. Don't really cringe at your past. Have respect for that person that you were, because they made you who you are now. And who you're now will make you who you were, who you're going to become then. But just, there's this thing I've got big trouble with starting, just getting started. But I'm tackling that as well now. Whatever it is that you want to do, right? I don't know. It can be an athletic thing, a musical thing, a computer thing, a mathematical thing, a theory thing, business. I really don't care. It can be the most boring thing ever that people say it's boring, right? First of all, I want to make something very fucking clear. Like, very fucking clear. I could never hate on anybody who does what they do for a living, lives their life how they live, and are happy with it, and are doing good. If you love your 9 to 5 and your scheduled life, or semi-scheduled life, and a stable life, my God, God bless you. I could never, ever be mad at that. Ever. I actually have a ton of respect for that. I think that is amazing. You cannot hate on others who are happy with how they're living their life. That is just purely insecure. It shows that A, you're not happy with how you're living your life, and B, that you're so insecure of how you're gonna, of the fact that you're gonna get to where you want to get, right? Let's say you want to become a superstar. You don't believe that you're going to become a superstar, so now you have to, someone who's happy with what they're living, you need to tell them, oh, fuck you. You should be wanting more. Yeah, right. Whatever it is that you want to do, the way I want you to start is to do the least amount of work, the most imperfect outcome of that, and finish it. Put the least amount of work in that you can. Make it as imperfect as you can. And here's the third and best part. Just follow your instinct. And do it for yourself. Do it for you. Don't do it for anybody else's to see. Do it for yourself. Because you want to do that. Finish that project. That can be whatever it is for yourself. finish it. And if it's something that you need to post, or if it's something that finishes by presenting it, if it's something that is just presented to the world how it is. Because one day, when you're going to be there at that top, and I mean defined top as however you define being at the top is like, because that's all that matters. It's your definition. You're going to look back on that first project that you brought into the world and gave life to it. And you're going to say, wow, look how far I've come. I'm proud of myself. Bedtime.